I am joined by Scarlett. Hi, Scarlett.
Hi.
How old are you?
I'm 10.
And so you must be in year six.
Yes,
And that means it was your first week back at school after lockdown this week. Is that right?
that is correct.
And tell me a little bit about that. How was it different kind of going back?
At our school, you can go all the way up until you're 18 because there's two parts of the school. There's a lower part with reception to year 6 and a higher part with all the years leading on from that. And so the whole of year 6 got the years leading on from that school. So we got the whole of that place, and then a few of the younger years went back to the school that we were originally in. So there's a lot more space now where we're at, and we all have to keep 2 meters distance.
So what does your classroom look like? Are you all 2 meters separate?
Um, well, we've been split up into like little bubble groups almost, and we're not allowed to get near the other bubble groups, but we just have to stay 2 meters away from the people who are in our group. And so the desks are spaced distantly.
Which makes sense. But what about when it comes to things like break times and lunch times? Do you spend them in your classrooms? Do you get to go outside? What's the plan?
Well, at break time, we just sit down and eat our snack, and then we can chat to each other a bit. And then at lunchtime, before we eat our lunch, we'll go out on a nice long walk and run around a bit. But we still have to stay far away from each other. And then we come back, sit down, eat our lunch, and chat a bit.
And what's that like? Because I remember when I was at school, we always used to run around and play things like it and be really close. So kind of, is that weird?
Um, well, I would like to run around a bit and play with people and things, but you kind of just have to deal with it because it's the school's choice, and we can't really do anything about it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I mean, it's a bit of a scary time. Were you worried at all about going back to school, or do you think that was the right decision and that all year sixes should go back?
I do think that year sixes should go back to school because I know everyone's probably missing their friends and things, and also because it's normal that you should probably get a good education at school because it's a good experience as well. Um, yeah.
And what about you? What did you miss the most about school? Was it like the learning, or was it just seeing your friends? Why did you want to go back?
To be honest, I was perfectly fine with just staying at home and doing homeschooling and then going out in the afternoon. But I did miss my friends a lot, so that was nice to see them.
I bet. And were there a lot of friends in your class? Did you have like your whole class, or did some people decide that maybe they weren't going to go back?
There was only about 3 people that decided they weren't going to go back. So that was nice. I mean, not nice, not as nice for them because one of my friends had a newborn baby brother, and the doctors advised them not to go back to school, so she couldn't. But most of my friends were still at school.
Which makes sense. Obviously, if there's someone vulnerable, that's a good idea. But there's no one vulnerable in your house, so you could go back and see your friends, which must have been really nice.
Yeah,
Um,
it was.
in terms of kind of what you're doing every day, has that changed? Are you still doing English and maths and geography? Like, what did your teacher say when you came back? Did you talk about the virus or anything like that?
Apart from just keeping your distance from each other and washing your hands a lot, we didn't really talk about the virus that much. But we mostly just do normal subjects. We do English and maths in the morning, and then in the afternoon after lunch, we have an extra curriculum subject every day.
Oh, okay. That's quite nice then. It's kind of normal.
Yeah.
And do you feel like you're excited to go into secondary school in September, or are you a little bit worried?
Um, I'm not that worried because we've met with some of the teachers before, and the days seem pretty similar than primary school.
Yeah.
Um, and teachers seem pretty chilled about it, except the work might just be a little bit harder.
Yeah, only a little step up, but it all kind of makes sense once you get there and you get used to it. Um, and my last kind of question is, do you feel like you're safe at school? Do you feel like, I know there's lots of people talking in the news, like there's parents talking about sending their kids back and the teachers are having conversation and the government's talking, but there are not many people asking the kids how they feel. Do you feel safe and do you feel happy?
I do feel very safe because almost my entire family has had it or has been tested. I haven't been tested, but I've had similar things to a lot of kids, and they're saying that that's probably coronavirus.
So you've almost been through it. You know what it's like. You're one of the people that have survived it.
Yeah, because
And
apparently don't get it very badly because all I've had is just a headache and high temperature for one night, and that was about it. And most of my friends just had like a day in bed or something, and it's gone.
I think that's the best thing about being a kid, because they're saying that like kids can bounce back from it a lot easier. But in terms of like the layout at school and what you're being told to do you feel happy about that? Do you feel safe and excited to go to school every day?
Um, Everything seems pretty reasonable, but there is one thing that I don't like because we're not allowed to mix with other bubble groups, and I didn't get put with any of my best friends. But even though we have to stay 2 meters apart from everyone, we're still not allowed to go close to the other people that aren't in our bubble group, which I don't really understand. Neither does the teacher.
Yeah, that must be hard, because you can't even see some of your best friends.
Yeah.
Have you spoken about that with your teacher? What did they think?
My teacher agrees with me, but the she isn't really in control of much, um, and it's mostly just the people who have more power over the school making the decisions and listening to what the government says.
Definitely, and I think it's going to be one of those things where they try things and it's trial and error. But as long as you feel safe and they're keeping you safe, and hopefully your friends will be reunited with you really soon, and you can enjoy school more and it not be as stressful.
Yeah,
Thank you so much for chatting to me, and good luck with everything. Good luck with all your schoolwork, and I hope you and your friends get to be reunited really soon.
thank you. Bye.